Hi, welcome. On this video, you're going to see me taking Suna out on a walk on the street in my neighborhood. And so here it's all about scripting. For the first few days of the board and train, the focus is on defining the script just through various interactions, including what I call the circle method. The circle method is a way to get the walk back. So once you define it, start to define the script, the follower script, then we can start to hit the street a little bit, which we're going to do here now. I'm going to give you kind of a bird's eye view of the walk, so I'm going to be, one-handing the video here. So, but anyway, I'll be taking Suna out onto the street. Here's Suna here. He's in a sit position. There's a gate, and we're going to be hitting the street here in just a second. But here, what you're going to be seeing is me, defining the script. So, defining the script means that you want to keep the dog into the heel position beside you. And you don't want the dog expressing and marking. You want to take the dog to the bathroom before you go on the walk, and then you want to work the script. So you don't want the dog marking, urinating, marking area, nose to the ground, and all those things, because what it is, it's defined through how the dog's state of mind is. So once the dog has a level of power, you need to work on bringing the dog's decision-making process within the parameters of the follower script. So we're going to be interrupting those states of mind as they're happening, and I'll be working off using the sit position as we go. So anyway, we're going to start to move here forward. Now, even as I get Suna going here, put Suna into the sit position. There's no rush here because the focus isn't on distance, it's on where the mind is at. Okay, so it's on it's not on distance. So if you're someone that's really focused on wanting to get their dog get some distance in, the problem is how it was done before isn't helpful for defining the script. So you need to sit, you need to break the walk back down to focus on the mind to get the walk into a enjoyable state. Same thing here. I'm walking, tugging here a little bit, just tugging in terms of flexing the leash. Sit. Back in, a little bit of pushing here, so I'll push, see, soon as mine will come up, moving forward. Soon as right here at my side, the leash is short. Sit. Back into the sit position. So there's a lot of sitting along the way just to kind of, work the staging area to kind of define the script a little better. So here, same thing. You don't want any resistance, so you're working towards creating slack is what you're doing at the heel position. So here, just these little states. Sit. There we go. Moving forward again. Back in, sit. Back in. So here you see my neighborhood. There's people doing all sorts of stuff on the street. There's a couple kids up here, you'll see them here in a minute, playing basketball or soccer. This guy working on his truck right here. So this is a great neighborhood for building the walk, because you get all sorts of, you see there's even a cat coming out, walking across. So same thing. The thing is, when you're building this up too, it's like focusing on the state of mind, not on the other people. So all I care about is I own everything. So I define that through the script. Okay. Sit. Sit.
Working hard?
Yeah, a little bit.
Got a good one there, huh?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's coming.
How old is he?
Year and a half. So doing okay.
Looks like a good one.
Yeah. Sit. Moving again, interact with my neighbors here a little bit as I go. Sit. Okay, move forward. Just touch it first. So communicate differently. It's relational. So after a couple weeks, then you speak, but then you have strength of the command. So yeah.
My girlfriend sent her husband to a dog trainer hoping the dog would come back all obedient, but he didn't.
No, it's about people. You got to focus on the people,
Yeah,
right?
concentrated effort.
That's right, yeah. Sit. No. Forward. Sit. Same thing here. I'm just kind of working between trying to one hand this a little bit here, but it's the same thing. Just switch it back and forth. Back to the sit again. So you see I'm doing lots of sitting here. Getting closer to there's kids up here bouncing the ball, getting closer here. So everything is a controlled exercise, that's how. So a little noise here sent Suna wanting to kind of move to the left a little bit. You just have to interrupt that. See, it's easy to do if you're already defining the script really well. You know, the issue of fear or how the mind reacts, you can overcome it quite easily once you are really working the script and really working to define it. So here's the same thing, I'm moving towards son and his father over here. Sit. So you hear me, I'm using commands, but I'm pushing. There's a cat right here. So you'll see the cat. And so what I'll do here is, now here this is where you do what defines a turnaround technique. So I'm going to turn around opposite to the cat. I'm going to put Suna into a sit. See here, see that? Suna's wanting to turn around towards the cat, right? So here I'm opposite. Hey, no. Hey, no. So this is a perfect example. Again, a little more difficult for me because I'm one-handing this because of the video. But here you see Suna, what I'm doing is interrupting. I'm not allowing him to fixate and wrap his mind around that cat. So here, by turning around, I'm reducing the amount of fulfillment through that. Because even visually, when a dog's hitting a certain level here, you need to cut off the visuals and turn around, and it gives you a better picture of where the dog's mind's traveling. So this is why I refer to it as a turnaround technique. I'm not turning around out of avoidance or fear. I'm turning around so I can re-script this so I can turn towards the cat here in a little bit, but not during this walk here. This is just the first walk out in the street. This is about just establishing a good level of control of the script. Now I'm going to move forward towards my house here again. Sit. Going into the sit. So here, just little touches. Even here, you see me tap, tap, and tap a little bit. See what happens? See what happens? The head starts turning in towards me. Move forward. See, it was an interesting comment there. I don't know if you heard the lady. I don't know if it picked up the sound well on this video, but she was asking me about training and saying that a neighborhood of hers took a dog away to be trained, and the dog came back and it was no better than before it left. Because again, I showed the issues about changing people. You know, I can create role change even with Suna, but it's very important that the owners need to change and continue building that bridge. So even in Suna's case, what's happening here during the 2 weeks is the owners are actually coming out and meeting with me a couple times here, so I can graft them into this script. So you can kind of define it as a grafting in process. It builds their confidence. They can better see how things are going with the training, and allows me to get them tuned in even before Suna goes back. So that helps a lot if the owners are able to do that. But even if they aren't, when the dog goes back, I immediately get into their home so I can help make sure that this relational process takes hold well. So, because again, I'm actually role changing the dog. I'm defining the script for the owners, but then again, like I said, the owners are the ones that have to continue the process. So, forward. Anyway, we're almost back. Back at my location here. Forward. And stop. sit. Again. So anyway, you can see is Suna did extremely well on the walk, but again, when dogs do well, it's because the owners do well. Okay, so really, you know, you want to give credit where credit's due. I mean, because again, it's all about right focus. I mean, it's not about learning; it's about coming in the right relationship. It's like an echo, really. So here, you saw Suna, lots of distractions going on. A cat, you know, came out, was walking along the street. And again, you saw me use the, you know, turnaround technique there, and people and neighbors talking. But again, you know, people are aware. Even the neighbor, you know, made the comment about training itself, and asking me. She asked. She said, "You're not speaking." Well, my response is, you know, I'm communicating, but on a different level. And then after a couple of weeks, that's where the strength of the commands, you know, come online. But see, when people are open-minded, even that short little brief explanation took all of 20 seconds. She understood, because her neighbor, she experienced what happens when dogs go back and the people don't change. So, you know, a lot of it is just common sense with this stuff. But again, it's about defining the script. So again, Suna doing extremely well on the walk. And I'll be giving more updates here as we go along. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little insight.